love that song. Hello, viewers of the future. Endragh here, and welcome to my new Let's Play. My favorite unfinished game, Suikoden 3. Quick note, I have not played any of the other Suikodens. I also haven't finished this one. But, so far, out of all the games I own, this is probably my favorite unfinished. And I've probably started it like 20... Oop, I don't want to start that again. Nope, nope. I love that thing, and I love that music, but we need to actually get going on the Let's Play. Okay, so it does ask me to continue, but I don't have any, so we're going to start. This is going to be a lot... Endragh. I'm going to be cool and be the flame champion. Yeah. E-N-D-R-A-G-H. The G-H is silent. Select. Yes, I'm sure. I don't have any. I sadly don't have any, so no. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 choices on which hero we want to select. Oh, that's a slow... Can I just... Ah, shoot. Okay, so we have... Guido? I don't know how to say his name, sorry. We have Chris. And we have Hugo. So this is where the fan audience interaction is going to start. I'm going to play each of these have a little prologue video, and I'm going to play each one, and you're going to have about 2 or 3 weeks to decide which one you want me to start with. So I will start with whichever one has the most votes. In between this, I'll get to that later, but yeah, later on there'll be more interactions, like you can choose character members in your party, so any episode, if you want to see me use a specific person, you can just go ahead and tell me. They don't really affect the story, but they do affect the fighting style and stuff like that, so if you want to just see people in battle because, hey, they're unique characters and they're unique looks, and some people are funny to see fight, you can do that. Anyone who's played this knows what I'm talking about later, and I'll get into that more of that when we come up there. Also, since there's 3 people, you have 3 chapters where you can switch between any of the 3, and then the last 2 for each person is final, so you stick with that person because of the decisions you make, and I'm not going to reveal those yet. But when we get to that, I'm going to do all 5 chapters of each person, so don't worry about when I say, like, at the 3rd chapter, be like, oh, who do I want to see finish the game? Like, all 3 of them are going to finish. It'll take a lot of work for me, but that's what will happen, so don't worry about that. That being said, I'll tell that more when we actually get to it. So let's just start. Who did we start on? We started on him, that's how we loaded up, so let's start with him. Also, the movie was pretty, but that's not the animation style in this game. It's a little bit more blockier. That video was pretty, but it's pretty much that video, and any other cutscenes. This is more of the style we're gonna see. So not as pretty, but still pretty. This is our first main character. And his friends. Yeah, that's definitely the art style. That's gonna happen quite a bit. Sorry. In advance. Let's pose dramatically on top of this hill. For no reason. It's a little bit of a long load time. Whoops. It's an older game, PS2. Hugo, I see we're both out early today. Why is your horse so tired? Have you been out hassling the sleeping earth spirits again? Okay, I'm just gonna click them. You know a better way to get their attention. With their help, I'll be the best rider in the village. Like you need their help. Ha! You're already the best rider I know. Spirits, get real. My duck clan doesn't believe in that nonsense. Open your mind, Sergeant. Yes, his name's Sergeant. There's gotta be more to the plains than meets the eye. If not spirits, then other hidden wonders. If you wasted your time wondering, you won't be alert and ready for the important things in life, like being a good soldier. As long as you and Fubar are with me, I fear no one. That's the spirit. Fear is our worst enemy, right, Fubar? Gee! Hey, hey, hey! Buckle your beak, you insubordinate griffin. Cut it out, you two. I'm starving. Let's get some food. Splendid! Korean meals are always a pleasure, especially in the home of the Korea clan chief. Phew! You know where to get yours, Fubar. Go ahead. Like I said, that's gonna happen a lot. Whoops. Cute little griffin, though. So that's his introduction. And we learn to see, go to chapter 1. So, we'll go with, and there's 3 other stories, obviously, here. I know what 2 of them are. I don't know what the 3rd one is, because I haven't finished this, and I think it's at the end. But, when they come up, I'll show them off as well, because I like one of them a lot. Chris's turn now. Just to hold him up. Don't put him on your shoulders. She's so pretty. Now he's on your shoulders, okay. Much prettier when she's not. Also, don't worry, all of them wear skirts. It's not just her. Has skirts. This is one of the nice ones where the armor is similar for everyone. When Chris is on the battlefield, she's got her armor, just like everyone else. And even though she's got a skirt, so does everyone else. It's a little unrealistic, this part, but... Rubbish! We knights are not clowns. They should know better. There, don't be upset. A Zian hero like yourself deserves her time in the spotlight. All that show is for the council, you realize. It makes me uncomfortable. It doesn't feel right. We have yet to formally bury our late Captain Galahad and Vice Captain Peliza? I see your point, milady. But we knights thrive on people's faith. That has always been the way of the knight. Tea time. I understand, but there is more to life than being a knight. Is it so difficult for you to be a hero? I wasn't expecting all this. But this is the wish of the people, milady, and mine as well. That's the end of hers. Like, these aren't long. You just get a little look at, little peek at the characters. And then you just choose from there. And if I don't get enough votes, or any votes, hopefully I'll get at least one. Then I'll just pick at random. Oh, right. Question mark. This means we must go our separate ways. If that is our destiny, we must thank the gods. I can't tell if we're being cursed or blessed, but I have faith in this world, as long as even the slightest trace of the truth remains in the world. Goodbye, my friends. Forgive me for not being able to go with you. I'm sure our paths will cross again. We've always trusted your decisions. We still do. Thank you. And that's all for his, I think. Right? Yeah, that was all for his. So, that's your 3 choices for who you want to be our first chapter in our Let's Play, because this is only the prologue, even though I said part 1. I meant prologue, to make sure both. You have Hugo, who is, in a section with a chief, in a clan with a chief. We have Chris, who's the hero of this huge town, and knights in shining armor. And then we have the guy I can't say the name of, which I gotta do better. Ghetto? There you go. I'll just call him Ghetto for now. Yeah, so we have him. Don't know much about him, and he was separating from his friends. I'm gonna save. First save ever for this game. Unused, yeah. But yeah, so I hope this has been Endragh. Please do... It says... I haven't picked him. I haven't picked it yet. You guys can pick whoever you want. Promise. So, I hope you guys do write in the comments below who you want to see as the first chapter. And if it's a tie, I'll figure out between the two. But please do offer your suggestions on who you want to be the next person to do. And how it will work is if you, like, say you pick him, and then you pick Chris, no matter what people say, whether it's all 100 votes to going back to his story for chart 2, we are going to go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and 5, 5, 5. And it's not going to be in order. It could be like, the first one could be Chris, Hugo, Ghetto, and then it could be Ghetto, Hugo, Chris, and then Chris, Ghetto, Hugo. Like, it doesn't have to stay with Hugo, Chris, Ghetto, Hugo, Chris, Ghetto. We can switch it whatever path you want, as long as we keep... Just because things happen in Hugo's that could affect Chris's, and parts of Chris's could affect Ghetto's, and Ghetto's could affect both of theirs, so I just want to keep them all in the same time period to make it not as confusing. And there's a few extras. There's a few extra stories, and as soon as I can get them, I will. And I'll start incorporating them, and you can add them in. But say I get them on the second chapter of everyone's, I won't go to the third until I finish his first one. He doesn't... There's 2 stories that I know of. One that's a random one, and one that's got 2 chapters in it himself. So his will be... I won't skip his to continue theirs. Just because I like him the best. He's my favorite so far. He's so sweet. But yeah, so that's how it's gonna go. I've been Endragh. This has been the prologue of Let's Play Suikoden 3. To remind you, I haven't played the first 2 games, but I've played a good chunk of this. I've played up to chapter 4 on one of the characters, so I know up to chapter 4. So I do know some things, and I've slowly been collecting the manga as well. That shows how much of a geek I am for this game. Anyways, like I said, I hope this brings a smile to your face. If it did, please do subscribe, as I'd like to get a chance to make you smile every day. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Almost forgot to tell you. Okay, for the voting, you have 2 or 3 weeks for this, because me and Kay have done some extra stuff, some separate stuff in another game as a slight break, is why I made it. It was to break up the 2 because this is going to be a very long game, probably about the same length as Cell Tactics was, maybe a little bit shorter because of how the battle system works and stuff like that. But yeah, so you have like 2 to 3 weeks to pick who you want and vote, and I will even let people do as many votes as you want. If you want to put in 5 votes for one person, they will count as 5 votes for now, since I know I'm not going to get a lot of votes. But yeah, so do vote, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys!